Well, hello and welcome back to Trained Round. This episode is not going to be as positive as I would have liked it. I'm afraid you will have seen the title and the thumbnail. However, we are, of course, going to be talking about the incidents in Spain this week. I say incidents because there has been 3 separate crashes, accidents involving high speed and commuter trains in Spain. 3 accidents in just the space of 3 days. So we are going to be looking into this, all the facts and the figures and everything. And basically, we're going to be looking at what do we know so far about this incident.
At least 10 people have been killed and more than 100 injured in a train crash in Spain.
More than 150 injured after 2 high-speed trains collided in Spain.
So, what we know is at least 43 people have died. That could still rise, I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure if they found everybody yet, but we will just have to wait and see on that one. At least 43 people have died and dozens more have been injured after 2 high-speed trains collided in southern Spain. Now, the crash happened at, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right, Adamos, near the city of Cordoba. This incident is being described as Spain's worst rail disaster in more than a decade. The crash occurred at 7:45 p.m. local time, which is 6:45 p.m. GMT. On Sunday, about an hour after a train run by private firm Ireo left Malaga for Madrid. The last 3 carriages of the Ireo train, carriages 6 to 8, derailed and crossed over to the opposite track. Now, when it crossed over to the opposite track, those carriages then collided with an oncoming train operated by the state-run company Renfe, which was travelling from Madrid to Huelva. I don't. I think there's going to be a lot of pronunciations that I butcher because I don't speak Spanish, I'm afraid. But it was forced into that train. So the train it collided with, the Renfe train, was forced down an embankment running alongside of the track, and it's reported that the majority of those killed and injured were in the front carriages of the Renfe train, which is the one that got hit by the high-speed train. There were around 400 passengers and staff on the train, according to Renfe. Passengers aboard have described hearing crashing noises, and then the train coming to a stop. Luggage fell and lights went out. They then started to hear noises of pain and screaming coming from the 3 carriages behind them that had derailed. Surviving passengers from the derailed carriages broke glass and went onto the tracks to escape, and passengers reportedly helped one another get out. An investigation has been launched into this accident, but it is not expected to determine what has happened for at least a month. Interior Minister Fernando Grande Malasca, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, was quick to rule out sabotage. He said that is probably most likely definitely not the case. And he said that all other possibilities are being considered, and so that's going to take at least a month to determine the official cause. The head of Renfe has discarded the possibility that the incident occurred due to excessive speed or human error. But investigators have been focusing on a 30-centimetre gap in the straight section of track that the Ireo train passed over And the Transport Secretary for Spain has said that they are assessing if that broken section was the cause or a result of the crash. So they're not quite sure what the case is there at this moment. Experts on site have identified wear on the joint between sections of the rail, which they said showed the fault had been there for some time. It has also emerged, this is important to keep in mind, it has also emerged that the Train Drivers Union CMAF had written to the rail operator ADIF in August to warn about severe wear and tear on high-speed rail tracks, claiming their concerns were overlooked. The union had cautioned the operator ADIF about potholes, bumps and imbalances in overhead power lines that it said were at the time causing frequent breakdowns of trains and frequent damage to trains as well. Now that was Sunday's incident. However, in a separate incident, a train driver was killed and at least 37 people were injured. So this is a separate incident now. A train driver has been killed and 37 injured, at least 5 seriously as well, after a commuter train derailed and crashed near Barcelona just 2 days. So this happened just 2 days after the high-speed crash in southern Spain. Now, according to local officials, the train operated by Rodalis, it collided with a retaining wall which fell onto the tracks between Gelida and Sant Sadurní. Catalonia Regional Fire Inspector Claudi Gallardo, God honestly, this is not a good episode for me to be doing, is it all Spanish? I don't speak Spanish. But basically he said that all the passengers had been removed from the train. The incident occurred as heavy storms had battered the northeast of Spain as well, with coastal areas in that area being on high alert because of the weather. Now, rail officials believe that the wall collapsed as the train was passing shortly after 9 p.m. Their time, which is 8 p.m. UK time, on Tuesday evening, striking the driver's cab first and then causing considerable damage to the first carriage of the train, in which most of the injured passengers were travelling. The identity of the driver was not immediately clear, however, as 3 trainees had been with the driver when the accident occurred. Firefighters said that 2 of them were among those seriously injured. And emergency services have said that they had evacuated some of the injured to nearby hospitals. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce them. Services across Catalonia's main commuter rail network have been suspended. So at the time of recording this, they are still suspended. While safety checks are carried out, and officials say they will not resume any services on the line until they are 100% sure it is safe. Local officials in Catalonia believe that heavy rain after months of drought is to blame for the collapse of the wall. Now, that is not the only incident, because another train on the Barcelona commuter network also derailed on the exact same day. So these all happened on Tuesday. The first crash that we talked about happened on Sunday, and then these 2 other incidents both happened on Tuesday. And in this incident, this doesn't look as serious. However, this other train has derailed. The axle is said to have been struck by a rock dislodged by the storm that was hitting Spain. The train was running between Blanes and... I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that place. I'll put it on screen now. in the northeast of Barcelona and reportedly was carrying about 10 passengers. Now, as a result of these two incidents, as I say, the whole network in Catalonia is suspended, and that's expected to affect around 400,000 commuters. Now, the largest train drivers union in Spain has called for a nationwide strike to demand safety assurances after these three incidents. Train operators union CMAF said in a statement on Wednesday that it would demand criminal liability from those responsible for ensuring safety in the railway infrastructure. Meanwhile, Spanish Transport Minister Oscar Puente has said that the government would sit down and talk with the union to try and avoid the strike, which he said was motivated by the emotional state that the drivers are experiencing right now following the death of two colleagues. That's inverted commas, that's his words, not mine. But the incidents have obviously, after three incidents, I think you would be questioning, wouldn't you? The safety of Spain's rail network, as well as criticism from opposition lawmakers and commuters. Now, 3 days of national mourning are currently underway, or they were underway when I wrote this script. 3 days from Sunday, that's probably might have finished, but obviously there's been these other incidents since, so I'm not sure. But ADIF has imposed a temporary 100 mile an hour, 160 kilometers an hour speed limit on part of the high-speed line between Madrid and Barcelona after train drivers have been reporting bumps. And trains travelling between Madrid and Valencia have also been ordered to cap their speed on a 1 mile, 1.8 kilometre stretch of line. That is what the operator has said on Wednesday. So that is pretty much everything that I know at the time of this being recorded. We've had 3 separate incidents in just the space of 5 days, which is crazy, isn't it? So yeah, as I say, that's what we know right now. Nothing else that we are aware of. If there are any updates, then if there's anything that follows this up that I become aware of while I'm editing this, then I will obviously make sure to include it in this video. If not, look out for any future updates and I will add them into there. So this is future editing Reese now, and it appears we're getting reports that there has been a 4th train accident in Spain. This time, it says that the incident has happened near the port city of Cartagena. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that. A spokesperson said the train hasn't been overturned or derailed. It happened around midday local time. And it also added that about an hour later, service had resumed on the line, but it does obviously mark 4 incidents now in Spain in just 5 days. So there's not really any footage of or any photos or just anything really at this moment in time of this other incident, but I just thought I'd just quickly add this on to the end as a little update, because like I say, we're getting reports that there has been a 4th accident. I'm just looking to see if there is any more information. Oh, it's also this report's also saying that this is a commuter train that hit a construction crane in the south of the country. 4 people were left injured in this incident. Spanish train operator ADIF said on X, Twitter, that after Thursday's crash, traffic on the line was interrupted due to the intrusion into the infrastructure caused by a crane not belonging to the railway operation, and services have since resumed. So I'm guessing that means that this fourth incident can't be too serious, because I imagine it wouldn't just be open again within an hour, the railway line. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at. Also, the dates for that strike have now been confirmed. That's going to be from the 9th of February to the 11th of February. So they've confirmed them details. Trying to see if is there anything else. Trains travelling between Madrid and Valencia have been ordered to cap their speed. I think I might have mentioned that earlier in the video though. But yeah, so I just thought I'd bring you that little update there, that Spain has seen a fourth accident. But like I say, there's no actual photos, I don't think, or video or anything like that about the incident, other than just these first couple of reports. So there will be an additional show with all the usual news. I just thought I didn't really want to put this into that main show because I thought this should probably be a separate one. But yeah, so there will be another show with all the rest of the news in, but this one was, like I say, special show to that. So there we go, 4 crashes in Spain in the space of 5 days. That is crazy. Wow. I mean, I don't think people are going to be really wanting to go on trains, are they, in Spain? Anytime soon. But yeah, upcoming shows, I mean, I will keep you posted if there is anything else that you need to be aware of, or there's any updates or anything like that, then I will be sure to let you know. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Unless anything else comes up while I'm editing, I think that should be it. So yes, that is basically everything we know about the incidents in Spain. I am going to end off this video. It doesn't really feel right saying thanks for watching and all that, so I'm not going to say that, but thank you for watching. I hope that you're all up to date and that's been useful if you did want to know a bit about what's happened. As I say, I will keep you updated if anything changes, but for now I'm going to say goodbye.